Alright, and we are back for the next episode of the Slipstream racing series. I've been drowning in leagues lately, so I haven't had a ton of time to record this, but here we are with race 9 of the season in Las Vegas. A track that I'm apparently very fast at, according to my league racing endeavors. Above average pace at this track, so got the AI on that high 103 setting to make sure it's actually interesting, because I fear if I put it back to 100 or even 101 for that matter, I think I might run away with this one. If those league races are anything to go by. Don't really need practice.
Let's go.
I was already in the short camera. Or the close camera, that's the word. Typically you go down there on the beneath the white line, but I kind of don't like doing that because it runs the risk of the car just suddenly deciding to spin. So I'm just gonna not, and the AI wouldn't do it anyway, so. Car very awkward whenever I get off the throttle. Yeah, you can see there. Let me just not do that in the future. And 14th for qualifying. As I've chose the results. My dad is the pole sitter. And these stupid cheating Toyotas, all of them are in the top 8. All of them being all of the JGR ones, the relevant ones, because I mean there's the 95, but that's kinda eh. And even still the 95 got out qualified by the 96 anyway, so here we are. Finally Mojo Jojo has lost his mojo. That's awfully fitting. And instead Sayori with a bit of higher qualifying. I have some sort of preset or setup nonsense for league races, and Alice failed tech and engine change after qualifying for Amelia, and Riley failed pre-race. So Alice failed tech, but also managed to not even qualify top half. That's like impressive, but also just kind of sad at the same time. Okay, well then maybe I'll just go down here and ask Skane, how about that? Nutty. Oh my goodness, suddenly Isabella, alright. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking of moving up. Alright, well, luckily that stupidity didn't result in any damage. So, that's saving grace. I'm beginning to think this car may not be the greatest in traffic, which is kind of a problem because there's going to be, you know, that. It's a NASCAR race. It's also still even a little bit tiny loose. I don't know how I was managing to do this in league racing when I cannot even do this now, but here we are. So we're running the high line, which is not really that much of an advantage here. You kind of want the middle. Ah! Was not clear. Oops. I was paying too much attention to Marissa's sloppy exit and didn't notice that I was also making my own sloppy exit. I got distracted by having to scratch my head. As ever with kind of races after the first few, my main objective should be survival and just kind of damage limitation, as I do have a pretty good cushion. And unlike the real-life playoff system that would be used in, you know, real-life NASCAR right about now, there is no playoff system in the Slipstream Racing series. It is just score the most points and congratulations, here's a trophy. Yeah, I've learned you tend to want to use that middle lane. More often than not, at least. I mean, exceptions, yeah. And also, if you set up your car to run a different lane, then obviously run that lane, but for presets, and especially the way I drive presets in this game, which is probably totally wrong, but I generally have the most success running this kind of lane. Not so much so when Reimu's not going anywhere with it, but, you know, it is what it is.
Stay low.
How do I have no run on the exits when they go so slow on entrance? Around the outside, and Kogatsu's gonna give me a slipstream, which will then use to pass her. My dad aggressively changing lanes ahead, multiple times in the same corner, and then meeting his teammate at the top of the track. Jeff, I can't hear you over those two cars behind me. As Taylor will win the first stage, and the Toyotas didn't exactly have the first stage that I thought they would. It was always ambiguous figuring out if they'd pit or not. I wasn't incorrect, but I was not correct. I think the AI are actually splitting strategies, which is actually rare in NASCAR games in general, not just this one. Alright, Kadeem. Okay, and now you're going back up. And here's a nice run. There's some nice understeer that I kind of was expecting to get it. I was trying to force myself to get it by adjusting the wedge, but here we are. Where and how did you get there? Or how'd you get there? And how? What? Right here? Come on. When did you get there and how? There we go. I have remembered how to use the English language. This is ill-advised. Especially when Jake falls off the pace and we end up 4 wide. And Phineas, absolutely the loser from that one. Oh my goodness, he just got absolutely mugged. Gonna get to the bottom of Marissa. Jake just about ran Marissa over. And that is more positions for me. So every car ahead of me, I would have to assume, did not take tires, they just topped up on gas. So everyone can make it on fuel from here. That's the end of that sentence. I don't know why I was wording it that way, yeah. Everyone makes it on fuel, it's just a matter of what do you do regarding tires. I'm just about to reach my way. Thank you, gas. Make my way into this lead pack of 6. 2 Penske, Thrasher. No, all the Penske, Thrasher. Am I blind? Okay, so Natsuki's the leader. That's a Penske. 12 and 22. Yep, they're there. My dad is running second. And then it's Thrasher and Nitori. Nitori, the lone Chevrolet operative in this part until I arrive, which will be in a few moments. Crucially ahead of Tyler, who is second in points, so still, as far as I'm concerned, a net gain even if I were to stay in 7th. But I'm not going to just do that, because that would be boring. So, hi Thrasher, how are you? Duh. I had to let off extra because I had this funny feeling that Buttercup might let off there, but I didn't think she'd do it more than once. Not let off, move down. She moved down and then let off, which I wasn't really ready for that one. I wasn't really, you know, didn't calculate for that. Three to go in this stage. I wouldn't say the car is necessarily on rails, but it definitely has speed. I don't really think the stage 1 is on the car, but I just cut Taylor right off. Go! Go understeering. I know it's NASCAR, I'm supposed to say tight, not understeer. Shut up. I'm a sports car guy by heart. 2 to go in this stage. I enter 1 and 2 very aggressively when compared to the AI. I am learning this as I go. I'm looking back and I just about clattered Buttercup. I luckily didn't. Moving into that middle lane, I'm obviously faster on the middle of the corner, but the outside lane has a small advantage. Even if you're the AI. I'm going to send. And I think it should be 3rd, possibly 2nd in the stage if I steal it from my dad last second. He's gonna go high. I'm gonna run low because I didn't actually try to. I turned too much. But I'm not going to steal anything. So it'll be 3rd. Yeah, I would say. Penske have transitioned to be the team to beat right now. Kogasa snuck her way into the points. Now the sudden problem is, oh no, my tires are dead. No one else is pitting. I think I might have to. Apparently, I'm not the only one. Marissa had the same idea. That, or possibly she had a bit of damage from something. I'm not exactly sure, but so caution effectively to the wind. Knowing this car's pace and knowing that I have a 60-point cushion probably by this point, I'm gonna take the chance, which is also taking less of a chance than staying out and blowing a tire. Gotta try that one, but it worked. I'll have just over 10 laps to make up as many places as I can. Oh, I'm flirting with death. I'm gonna have to move down here because I would like to get around Gina, and she is gluing herself to the white. Blossom has fallen off the pace massively. She's behind Sayori at this point. Bubbles, you just scared the crap out of me. And also probably scared a bit of paint off my car too while you're at it. Solid drive for Ryan Storm, who's almost in the top 20. We're fine. Of course, doing the twist, such stuff. This game's weird, like, air package grip up system works. The car just kind of shakes back and forth, like a pendulum clock. And up until the point where you decide that you are done steering. And once again, Mojo Jojo vastly outperforming his machinery. I thought maybe he was back to normal, or had lost his momentum, but it seems that that's not the case. Well, okay. That is not helpful to me whatsoever. That cuts down the number of laps I will have to catch people. At the same time, it could be a benefit too, because it puts everyone right here again. I was gonna go below the 9, but then realized last second I couldn't, but I can now. And so, I will. Throwing commentary from me right there. Monica's not gonna allow me to do that. Kadeem is up here near the top 10, that's a little unusual. And same thing goes for Jake being up here in 10th as we speak. Big send, big understeer. How are you, Ramu? Could never really truly start to stick straight to the bottom. I was far too committed for you to cut that off. You can see the effects of new tires. Holy crap. It is Buttercup and my dad, bumper to bumper for the lead. That track does that, and suddenly Thrasher is there. Penske is almost walking out the top 5. If they had a 5th car, they probably would be. First, 3rd, 4th for the moment for them. It's about to be 1st, 3rd, 5th in a second. That's a big run down the back straightaway. And take it right to Taylor and right ahead of Taylor. A win somehow, still not impossible, albeit it's not going to be terribly easy. I just about get around her. And now it'll be one lap to decide it between her, me, my dad, and Buttercup. Never mind, because there's another caution. Okay. Maybe I should put that on relaxed so you stop getting blue balls every time. Because the game just likes to onslaught cautions. No one's even out. What was the purpose of that? Just kills the drama. It kills the momentum while we're at it. It kills the adrenaline, not the drama. The drama is still very much there. Although I won't say it hasn't helped me, as I just got the run of my life on both of them. And I think I'm going to hopefully take the lead as we begin the final lap. I absolutely send it through 3. And I am finally in the lead. I know Buttercup is definitely not shy of desperation. If I just be out of her range, it won't matter. I was out of her range. Also, apparently somebody is out of the race. It looked like 20, but I will win Las Vegas. Could have been the 16 actually. Well, you will know when I look to the bottom of the standings and see that it is in fact the it's the 7. Okay, I'm blind. All right. It's certainly a race Kadeem can be proud of, showing up well in his kind of home environment in the desert. Alice recovered to a top 15 after failing tech inspection. 53 points is the difference. I believe it in the math here, right? Yeah, 53. And then it's like 15 more back to Monica, third in points. So there really isn't too much of a battle right now. Here's hoping that maybe changes later in the season, but for right now it's pretty clear cut. Fastest lap for myself. Buttercup led the most laps, but failed to lead the most important one. Yeah, obviously Alice got on the move. She finished where I started. Tough break for Blossom, who went down 18 places. And that'll be this episode of the Slipstream Racing Series. My chronic scratchy head returns as soon as I'm done driving. A brief look at the following event, which is, I'm pretty sure it is Indianapolis. We'll know when the game eventually loads. There we go, yes, it is Indianapolis, followed by Kansas. It is a very brief Midwest swing, and then the halfway mark is the Daytona 500. Because we didn't start with that, even though real life they always do that, and always have done that for the last like 60 years or so at least. So maybe all 70, I really couldn't tell you.